In 1985, a tragic event leads to the death of 6 children who went missing in the Freddy Fazbear pizzeria. As time passes, it becomes clear that the owner of the successful pizzeria known as William Afton was the psychotic killer who simply enjoyed killing children. Afton would wear one of his animatronic suits and lure children into the back room where he would savagely kill them. In this game, the protagonist known as Oswald finds a portal in the same pizzeria, which is now renamed, but by someone called Jeff, which he mistakenly goes through, reliving the events of 1985. Unfortunately for him, the essence of William Afton, his anger and sadistic remnant, take the shape of Oswald's father, coming to the current world and time, while the real father is trapped in the past. I already made a video going over the story in depth, which you can watch by hitting on the card above if you haven't watched it already. Otherwise, let's go over the endings. There are a total of 5 endings in the game, with some being very different to each other. To achieve the first ending, the story needs to progress as normal until the very end when Bunny is choking Oswald's father at the ball pit. Instead of interacting with the quick time to fight off Pit Bunny when attacked, if Oswald ignores it, Pit Bunny overtakes Oswald, which makes him wake up at the stage, unsure to how he got there. As he walks around, he notices how all the animatronics are present, all looking friendly as if welcoming Oswald as a new member to their group, but each one of them is blocking a different door, preventing Oswald to get out of the room. That's when he reaches Pit Bunny at the end of the hall, leading to him losing control of his mind and body, with his eyes having the distinctive blue glow like the father had, depicting as if he is becoming possessed by the entity which possessed his father. It's not clear if his soul will join the missing children who lost their lives to the sadistic William Afton, or if he will be trapped in his own body, possessed and controlled by the entity. This happens after Oswald forgets his own name, where he is, and what he is, completely losing control to the entity depicted from how his name gets wiped from the dialogue box. Another bad ending leads to Oswald losing his way, not knowing what he is doing anymore. At any point in the game, after traveling to the past and visiting the Freddy Fazbear pizzeria, Oswald can leave the pizzeria through the main entry door, which will trigger this ending. After leaving the pizzeria, Oswald is more lost than ever, not knowing what he is doing or where he is going. This leads to Oswald getting lost in 1985, or an alternate version of the past, not being able to save his father or even himself, with the father possibly getting replaced with the entity possessing the Pit Bunny. This is by far one of the worst endings, where Oswald is lost in an unfamiliar time, where the vengeful representation of William Afton in the form of an entity is on the loose, who repeated the history by killing the missing children, who might go on killing even more. In another ending, if Oswald fails to find specific items, only getting one sticker, progressing to the ending where Pit Bunny is roughing up Oswald's dad, things take a different turn. As Oswald engages in the quick time and pulls his father into the pit, on the current time, in Jeff's pizzeria, Pit Bunny comes out of the pit and drags Oswald back into the pit, taking him to the alternate version of 1985. In there, Oswald takes his father's place, being tied to a chair where Bunny comes to him, laughing manically when the screen fades to black. Oswald looks horrified to what is about to happen to him, with his fate not looking too good. In this ending, if Oswald gets 2 stickers and finds a photo labeled as strange photo, he observes 2 stranger men standing next to each other in an office. This photo is of Henry and William, who were the co-founders of the super popular Freddy Fazbear pizzeria. Their story goes deep, which you can learn more about by watching the video I made earlier by clicking on the link in the description or the card above. When Oswald goes on to save his father from the Pit Bunny, he drops the photo of the men, which Bunny picks up, causing him to glitch. This will lead to a different ending. After pulling his father into the pit and going through the portal to their own timeline, Pit Bunny chases after them, but Oswald shows him who's the boss by pushing him when Bunny gets tangled in the ball pit net and seemingly gets strangled to death. It all seems good and dandy with the father saved, promising Oswald that they move to a better town with better prospects for the father, but the ending credit shows a different reality. After a long day at work, when the pizzeria is fully empty, Jeff goes on to check on the pit ballroom, where he finds a very alive pit bunny who awakens and attacks Jeff, seemingly killing him. So this in a way means that the entity that controls Pit Bunny will go on a rampage, killing many in his way. And finally, the best ending can be achieved if Oswald finds all the missing items and plays the arcade games and beats them. This leads to him getting 3 stickers in his notebook, allowing him to achieve a different ending. In the final encounter with Pit Bunny, where he needs to save his father, beating the hell out of Bunny, the same cutscene takes place with Oswald and his father, but instead of Jeff being the victim of Bunny, he now has a successful pizzeria with the shop being full of customers, with Oswald and his parents having a blast in the pizzeria, enjoying the new selection of pizzas, which are much better quality. It's assumed Pit Bunny stays dead and won't go on killing anyone in this reality anymore, with Oswald and his parents living their best life, while Jeff achieves his goal of having a successful pizzeria, being a true happy ending for all. And that's about it for this video, folks. If you enjoyed it, make sure to stay tuned for more by hitting on the subscribe button and the notification bell. As always, it's been your host Star, and I will see you on another one. Have a fantastic day.